Hello everybody, and welcome to a different layout. It's because this is the video layout. Like, all of this is how the videos were laid out, so this is how these streams are going to be laid out when I'm actively here. When I'm away, it'll still be my normal BRB, because it's just what I have set up. I don't feel like changing that for absolutely everything, just so I can have it be different for Warships. I mean, I could always just do the normal Twitch streamer BRB of just mute myself, get up, walk away. I mean, it's always something I could do. It does also mean there won't be chat on the screen while I'm actively playing. It's just how it is. My phone wants to do things. I don't get it. My phone's being a phone. So, where to even start with this series as live? To catch anyone that may not have seen this before up to speed, this is a EU account I created to basically see roughly what the new player experience is like as someone who's experienced at the game. The answer to that question is kinda easy. Not gonna lie. So, funnily enough, I've played kind of poorly and are only tier 9 so far. Well, I say that. My average damage is fine. My max damage is not great. But, yeah, we may as well actually just poke into Azuma. Why not? Make some silver. I think the shipness stuff is done. I believe I might have some containers that are worth showing to open. Yeah, I've this, which we won't be able to collect this collection, because thank you, Wargaming, for removing that as a function. It's so helpful. I love that. Love that you can't collect collections anymore, even though these don't really give much worth anything. It's great. But yeah, let's just start with Azuma. Let's see if I can correct my random battles play a little bit. Azuma is definitely not an easy ship to use, but to be fair, none of the tier 9 coal cruisers are, except maybe Aegir, which again I would have went with if we had any amount of German commanders, but I'm not doing anything German, because everybody does something German. So, you know, I'm not doing the tech trees that the average person would go down, because, well, outside of, like, the Japanese torpedo destroyers, and with aircraft carriers, it's really hard to find a tech tree that players wouldn't probably gravitate towards. Because that's kind of a thing with MMOs like this. My cat is being a pain in the ass. That's the thing with MMOs like this. They tend to focus on making the new player experience for the popular tech trees the best. So if you go with the little offshoot tech trees that not many people play anyway, those are probably going to be the painful tech trees. Tier 10 game, alright. Spawning in middle, that's not very nice, but I'll offer some firepower to the western flank. Start with the HE loaded. I'm kind of going back and forth with Azuma on her AP. Yoshino's AP is great, but Azuma's does not seem very good. And I've not looked into that, so there might actually be something there. It might just be Azuma's AP is kind of hot garbage. Also, I don't know if my my face cam is exactly where it should be. My attempt is to cover the chat, so the in-game chat. I will have to double check on that. I am no longer the one located. Okay. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's covering it, right? Okay. I mean, there's just tier 8 carriers. I'm not that worried about them. Azuma does have some pretty decent AA. It's nothing amazing. It's nothing to write home about. If you were to build into it, it may not be horrible AA, but it's it has the same weakness all Japanese AA has. It's very, like, there's no mid-range, it's all short and long range. So basically, it has the punishing AA meant to punish the carrier for attacking you. It has the long-range AA that basically just exists to soften up the squad for your mid-range, but it doesn't have any mid-range. And if you start looking at AA firepower like that, you'll understand why some ships are a lot better at it than others. The Dutch cruisers being a prime example. The tier, I think it's 7 Dutch cruiser. It's itchy. It has really good AA. It only reaches 3.5 kilometers. But if a plane touches that AA, they're losing planes. Because the mid-range is where your damage is. Even on proper AA ships, your mid-range is where your damage is. Nothing spotted in range yet. The Hornet's having fun over there, hitting the Attigo. I could launch my spotter and get shots at the Ipiranga. I'm just unsure of where everybody is. And this is a problem because our Jaeger is also not spotting. My armor is made of tissue paper. Jaeger, do you want to go spot? Do you want to go spot things, my guy? Well, here comes an Ipiranga salvo. Looks like directly at me. And I didn't lead that quite enough. I mean, I still got some hits, but didn't lead it quite enough. He's turning in. Almost led that, right? Okay, the Ipiranga's left my range. And I'm unspotted. Also, the carrier is down here. You can tell, because that's where his planes came from. So he's went probably for this island, actually. Shots out at the Ippy. Let's see if I can do something about him. I missed. Gonna try and offer some AA support to the Napoli. Because as much as it is just a tier 8 carrier, that is also just a Napoli. The Italian AA is really nothing to write home about. They actually just announced a Italian AA cruiser. Which I honestly don't think is going to be very good. But I also haven't looked that deeply into its stats, so... Boy, am I thankful that Ipiranga does not know what his 2 key is for. You know, my man, if you're going to turn like that, I will give this AP another try. Alright, there's the carrier. Jaeger, that's way too far away for me to help you with, my man. Come see Implacable for the Napoli again. Oh, the poor Napoli. There we go. Also, I need to refresh my graphics drivers really quick. Don't know what that looked like for you guys, but trust me, it needed to be done. Frisk, can you not munch on my cables, please? Can you just not? Cables are not for munching. I understand they look tasty. Trust me, I get it. But they are not for munching. Yeah, I don't like how I have absolutely no idea what's in this cap, and I'm getting stuck on this island. This island is just... It's well known for capturing ships. Because its hitbox is much larger than it looks like it should be. Yeah, I have no idea what's out there, but I do now know roughly where it is. It's over here. Now, if our carrier could come and spot that area, that would be great. There's the little guy. And I missed. The Musashi didn't. Sadly, that Musashi can't really deal damage to the Jaeger unless he loads the HE, but... CV, please. What's the requesting support button? Yeah, I'll see if the carrier just figures it out on his own. It seems like he has. Well, I didn't hit him, but... Yumahari, what are you doing? Hornet, please. You're kind of our only hope at the moment for spotting this Jaeger. Okay, well, I broke a torpedo tube, set him on fire. So he's down a torpedo tube for now. He's about to ground. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna hold. Because him hitting the island, the aim assist will try to carry your shells to where he should be able to go. Because the aim assist does not account for him suddenly losing all speed. So, that's just a thing to keep in mind, is you want to wait after someone hits an island. Okay. Only 60k damage. There wasn't really much for me to shoot at. Maybe I could shoot at the Yoshino, though. Whenever it gets spotted. Not having the best luck in Azuma. I mean, 60,000 isn't horrible. It's definitely not great for a tier 9 battlecruiser, but it's not horrible. I've dealt about my HP and damage. That's really what you should be aiming for. Wonder if my spotter can get me that range. It might be able to. Nah, not quite. Also, the Yoshino's not very AFK, it seems. Let's try it. Come on, Yoshi. Honestly, kind of waiting to see what Azure Lane does for Yoshino if they ever add her. Because they have added a fair few, like, wargaming creations as PR ships. Azuma is one of them. And, to say they well-equipped Azuma would be a bit of an understatement, honestly. Yeah, that Yoshino has just given up. But hey, 82,000. 83,000 even. Okay, ended a little better than it looked like it was going to. And this is the beauty of Tier 9 premiums. That performance, which wasn't great, was second on the team somehow. Well, I did eat the Jaeger, basically. Okay, that kind of explains it. But still, like, almost 500,000 silver. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty big investment to get into these things, and we only actually made 380, well, 380 because spent. And we would have made 600,000 with the premium account, but we don't need the premium account, which is nice. Now, part of the way through this stream is going to be the tick over to tomorrow, so I just need to be mindful of that, though I don't think I'll ever catch it on an update day, just because my streams are the day after, like the day of updates, basically. Yeah, like I'm definitely not doing bad in Azuma. I almost feel like adding on the AA flag, because, like, okay, if you were to go with a full AA build on here, this is not bad AA. It's just not where you want it. If that was mid and long range, this would be amazing AA. And Azuma would be a pretty solid AA boat, and I'd even consider running defensive AA over Hydro. Because, like, with the AA bonuses, you can get up to some pretty nice numbers. You add 50% more to that. You add 75% more from the sector reinforcement. You've got 9 flak clouds. Like, you've got pretty solid AA here. But it's in the wrong spots. Which, as an example of what I'm referring to with that, is coming to one of the strongest AA ships. I'll grab the tier 9 just to even be fair. Like, this doesn't look like, well, this does, but even the stock configuration doesn't look, the stock configuration will go off of it. Doesn't look amazing. This is still really good AA. Because there is a quite huge bulk of it in the long and mid range. So basically, your 75 extra from the priority sector reinforcement is being applied for a lot longer. Then you get to this, and with a full AA build, you're basically at the point where the 50% from here, paired with the 75%, paired with the like, you get to the point where it's almost 2,000 damage per second, combining the mid and long range. Once they reach your mid range. Like, it's utterly ridiculous. It's really one of the only things the Dutch cruisers are good at, but, you know. I have room for 2 more flags, I suppose. It's 1%. Well, no, that'll be 2%. That might help. Maybe. It's effectively 1%, as I've gone over in videos. Well, a video explaining the fire chance and why fire chance is kind of a lie. Like, for those who may not know, every ship has a built-in fire resistance. So, basically, your ship at, say, tier 10. You're tier 10. You're Shikishima. We'll go with that. We'll go Libertad, because... Libertad. Why does my brain keep putting an R in there? It's mixing the R around. I do apologize for that. I've heard other CCs make that same mistake. Libertad. Liberty. I'm just going to call it the Liberty. That'll solve those problems. I'm pretty sure that's what that means anyway. But we'll use it as an example. It has a built-in fire resistance of something like 49 point something %. Effectively 50%. Basically meaning my fire chance is actually half of that. And that's just from the built-in fire resistance. That's not taking into account any of the other fire resistance that it will have. Because it's probably running fire prevention, which is another 10% fire resistance. This is applied as part of the equation, but not stacking with the built-in. So basically, like, you calculate the built-in, then you calculate the fire prevention, then you calculate the slot 2 upgrade that gives you even more resistance to being set on fire. It ends up working out to, like, you have roughly a 40-ish% fire chance, like 44-ish% of your fire chance against a tier 10. Anything. It literally could also be, you know, these destroyers. They have the exact same built-in fire resistance.
Enemy force detected.
Defense. I'm going to hold off. Like, I'm not going to use my spotter. Those are probably going to miss, but... Oh yeah, I did not lead that enough. Still hit with a couple, though. Gotta keep an eye out on the Iowa and Izumo. They will have the range to hit me. Someone from the middle of the map is shooting at me. Good. Good. I'll go dark now, thanks. That Schlieffen did a bit. Okay, Shikishima, please find your W key. I know there's submarines around, but please. The destroyer's on the other flank. You don't need to worry. What is my smoke fire? It is my detection. Okay. Hey, Schlieffen, return to sender. Now, let's do that. I don't know if either of those are even going to remotely get close to hitting the, the submarine. Does not look like it. Okay, I cannot fire from here. That's the friendly sub. Yeah, I'm going to drop another one just right there. He's not likely still right there, but... I am good to fire. I hit with one shell, because I aimed badly. I'm gonna drop another one there. I'm just trying to fish around for that little bugger. I'm spotted by the Smolensk. Now I'm spotted by an aircraft from somewhere. Yeah, I'm not seeing the sub, and our sub isn't using his consumables, so... I have basically no idea where the submarine could be. I am going to hydro up here, because the Schlieffen has probably launched torpedoes. The Libertad's about to come around. It does really annoy me when submarines don't use their hydrophones, because now we have basically no clue where that submarine could be. I think I'm about to go unspotted here, maybe. Yeah, okay. Gonna put the fire out. Just got myself spotted again. Something can see me. Was not thinking anything could see me. Oh, it's the Smolensk. Okay. Boo. That's what Smolensk does. I should be at a good range for dealing damage to the Izumo. Yeah. Thankfully that Iowa's not paying any attention to me, because the Smolensk has nothing better to do, apparently. No, the Iowa's paying attention to me now. That's a bummer. Okay. There's no way I can go dark, though. The Izumo's right. Okay, no, I can go dark. I just need to not fire. I need to go dark. Okay. Huh. You might be thinking, wow, that's some accurate blind fire. No, those were shots that he had already fired before I went dark. Yeah, here comes the Yorktown. Ah, he did not move the way I thought he was going to. Okay, use up your smoke. See if I care. Is heal going? Yorktown missed. What would that be? That's the Marceau. Okay. Getting a lot of potential damage built up. For a poorly armored ship, I sure am tanking a lot of damage. Where has their submarine gone? That is my question right now. Okay, there's the Marceau again. Oh, the temptation is way too high. That is a broadside carrier. And I should go dark sooner, because I'm in the thunderstorm front. Yes! And the carrier is dead. Hey, Smolensk, return to sender. I'm also going to hydro up, because the Marceau is out there, so... Okay, I'm actually not in Marceau torpedo range. I'm about to be, but... God, hitting a Marceau is... Not a fun time. I'm beginning to think that they're... No, I'm still spotted. Their submarine can see me. Where? He's over there. Yeah, there he is. He is not moving. He just got to watch some torpedoes phase through himself, probably. Oh, caught the Marceau. Got fire. Almost 90,000 again. I'm consistently getting about 90,000 out of this thing, though. That's not the worst. Could be better, but could be worse. Yeah, I want right now to be a bit of a PSA to submarine players. Submarine players everywhere. Please, for the love of God, use your hydrophones. Like, this is such a helpful tool to use, yet so many of them just never use it. And even past that, use your submarine surveillance. Especially in, like, the case of the American subs. You have infinite. I'm pretty sure every sub has an infinite amount of them. Just use them. I want to double check on that before I'm wrong, because I was wrong about damage controls when it comes to the German subs, and I just never corrected myself, because who cares? But yeah, infinite again. The British subs have limited hydrophones, so I can kind of understand them not using it, but at the same time, even then, you should still be using it. Like, please, for the love of God, use your hydrophones. It is quite the useful tool to have and use, and to not use it is just kind of a waste. It is your "Am I safe" button, but it's also a "Where is the bad guy" button. Because, like, this is basically anything on the surface within 8 kilometers of my submarine will get highlighted on the minimap. And I can do that every 51 seconds. You almost have no reason not to just, as long as you suspect there's somebody nearby, just pop it. You have nothing to lose. The British, you have a limited number of them, so you can't be that wishy-washy with, you know, that... You have to be a bit more wishy-washy with them. You can't just jump the gun with it, but... I've played enough of this. Let's get back to some suffering. Because I'm pretty sure I now have enough silver, or near enough. Yeah, I've enough that by the time I reach here, I'll probably have the silver to buy it. I don't want it. Can I just go the battleship line instead? I don't want to play these cruisers. Had enough. I don't want more. These are cruisers I have been legitimately tempted to just run defensive AA on. Their AA isn't bad. And these self-defense hydros are just... I don't have a smoke screen. I know I'm being torpedoed. I have a pretty good idea of where they're coming from, too. Because if I'm spotted, I know where the torpedo's coming from. It's from the direction I'm spotted from. You know what? There's been carriers in every game so far. Let's swap to defensive AA. It can't hurt. And I can feel the faint cries of players going, why would you do that? The answer is just simply because these cruisers are bad anyway. It doesn't matter. And I know I've also made mention of this many times. I talk about how bad these cruisers are. They're some of my best performing ships. Which I feel is more just a testament to my ability to play light cruisers more than these cruisers actually being good. I mean, I've done quite well with a lot of what are considered bad cruisers. Like, I think it's Okachov or something like that. It's a tier 8 Russian thing. Has Baltimore's radar on a 9-kilometer detect. So basically has a kilometer of stealth. There's no CV. Always how it is. It's fine. Either way, it means I'm not dealing with the CV. Which is something I always find funny. When people complain, it's like, oh, I'm playing an AA build, or I've swapped to defensive AA, and then there's just no carrier. It's like, yeah, but those tools make the carrier leave you alone anyway. Like, if you're running a full AA build, I can say, as someone who plays carriers, I don't want anything to do with you. Like, I'm not just gonna throw my planes at you over and over again. Like, no, I'm going to strike people I know I can get planes back from. Like, I don't understand this mindset of like, oh, well, you know, it's such a shame that, you know, there's never a carrier around when I'm using my AA stuff. And it's like, there wouldn't be a carrier around if you were, at least if it's a smart carrier. I want high explosive. This should be a 2. Give me high explosive. I know the answer to that is to just play the Commonwealth cruisers, but they stopped being light cruisers at tier 7. Well, at tier 8, they stopped being light cruisers. And I like light cruisers. I'm one of these weird people that I enjoy the gameplay that you're about to see. Not many people do. Though I am going to take up a bit of a weird position here, probably. Well, no, I don't need to. I can get shells over this. Ugh, maybe. Our Baron is AFK. Jaguar, what are you doing? I'm not leaving the flank. I'm just getting into a position to use my guns. Yeah, see, their team's destroyer is already spotting things. What are you doing? Not spotting things. That's what you're doing. Come on. Get out there. Go on. Get. Go detect things. Oh, there's the Weimar. Is the Jaguar shooting its guns? It is. Okay, he does not want to live long. This Weimar might feed me my funny button, though. If it didn't go undetected. And now I am the one detected. I'm about to lose progress. Where am I detected from? Ah, that explains a lot. Man, if I had some spotting, that would be great. Little buddy, please. Yeah, here goes my funny button.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Well, there's a New Orleans.
Main turret critically damaged.
I don't have Hydra. I'm regretting that now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm being spotted by the destroyer, which is really annoying. This is not a great position to be in. I mean, I could also end up getting spotted from that way, because, like, the position I've had to take is not a great one. But hey, I might take out a tier 7 heavy cruiser, so... Oh yeah, that would be the submarine. Or the Veliki. Yeah, that's not very good for my health. Popping, so I can get my heal back ASAP. Aha! That explains things. Again, kind of feeling not having that heal. Well, not heal. Hydro. There it is. Well, I splash damaged him. That's something, I guess. Really wishing I had support. Oh, that was so close. I'm not going to be able to get my funny button again, am I? Nah, because there's no way my guns are getting turned around. Wait, I can probably keep it going. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. That Veliki is probably not happy with the man right now. Because I would not be able to be dealing what damage I am dealing to him if it had not been for the Mayhan. Hey buddy, I'm still literally right here. How's it going? I can't hurt you at that angle. Can I? Nope. No, I cannot. Ow. Yeah, this isn't exactly a position I want to be in. Do I fire off the heal? I don't know if I'm getting value out of it, but I want the health, so... Oh, that was early. That was way too early. Ow. Come on, go gadget torpedoes. Russian armor. Oh, jeez. Again, terrible cruisers. 85,000 out of a tier 7. Haida top of the team, as she should be. I mean, like, my main issue with this ship will forever be this. Like, we bounced hit torpedo protection and non-penned more than we penned. We almost non-penned as much as we penned. Like, yeah, there's some overpens in there, but that was me trying to do whatever I could to actually deal damage. I would rather trade all of those pens for overpens, the overpens for shatters, just to have high explosive, because the fires would make up the difference. You know. But we did it. Oh, this thing's so painful. But again, like, if we pop over here to my summary and then find it, 64,000 average damage. I think that was a new damage record, but come down to this one, 60,000 average. Like, I'm not dealing a huge amount max damage. This one I did. This one, I believe that was against bots, but like, did I skip the tier 4? I think I did. I don't remember at this point. Like, I'm not doing bad in them. Like, they're propping up my record. It's just they're not good. Like, it's very much one of those things of, like, the more you play them, the more you just wish you were playing the British Lights. Like, that's where I'm at, is I just wish I was playing a British light cruiser instead. Like, I would take a Fiji over this. I just would. It's better. Its AP is better. The primary difference being Fiji's AP has better pen angles, while Bolognese's pen is more. So I will pen more armor than a Fiji, but it's not enough to make up the difference that the loss in pen angles make. Like, a Fiji would not have much issue dealing with basically anything. Its AP is nearly SAP levels of BS. Meanwhile, Bolognese has not even quite heavy cruiser levels of AP pen. You know, not even that level of AP pen to be only on AP. And yeah, it's not good. If they gave these more pen, I could kind of see it. If they gave them the British, you know, almost the British light cruiser pen angles, I could see it. But they've not done either. And that's left these cruisers feeling just kind of bad. Like, I want to like them. They're light cruisers. I like light cruisers. It's my favorite class of ship to play, is light cruisers. Because again, I liked the gameplay you just saw, even though it was cozy up to an island, never leave that island. Even though if I had to have, I had ways I could have escaped from that island, assuming my team was actually playing semi-competently on that flank. Buddy, why are we yawning? We just woke up not long ago. Trying to see what the notification on my phone is. I can't freaking see it. Phone, what is that? Okay. That's the charging complete notification. You can stay charging. I know it's better for battery health to, like, unplug your phone when it's done charging, but I like my phone to stay charged until I want it to have a charge. Like, if I were to go for a walk, I don't want to, like, look at my phone and be like, ah, crap, it's at, like, 30% because I didn't just leave it plugged in. Okay, we're top tier again. Same map, different flank. I'm going to be on that little island. Though I could take up position on that one, I suppose. It's just a little too far out of the way. The thing is, though, that doesn't give me any cover. That one does. I'll go for that one. And then hope that the Algerie does not want it. It is an Algerie. It should not want an island. But it might want an island. Because it could be a fresh Algerie commander. Meaning they're used to how Le Glaçonnière and Emile Bertin play, which is standard light cruiser find an island. Algerie is a heavy cruiser. So, yeah. They don't want islands. Not unless it's American, does it want an island? Well, I say that. You can play most heavy cruisers from behind islands. The Russian heavies, no. The Russian lights struggle from behind islands. But also, technically, those are heavy cruisers. Because, fun fact about ship classification, hull doesn't matter. If you were to rip these guns off and put singular 203s in those mounts, suddenly this is a heavy cruiser. You rip these guns off and you put a single 406 on the front, suddenly it's a battleship now. The Algerie is coming for this island. My guy, I need this island more than you do. Go get your own island. Is that the Jaguar from the battle we just played?
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
No, he's pressing his W key too much. I don't have the gun range from here. Ah, it's a Kalmar. Okay, well, if he's going to take up this position, I will take up a different one. Jaguar, please. What are you doing? He's throwing himself away is what he's doing.
Torpedoes to port.
Those should time out.
Torpedoes to port.
Those should time out. I thought those would have timed out ages ago. Those are 10s. Yeah, we're not without eyes over here. And I've not even got to do anything yet. I'm also located over here, so they know there's somebody over here. Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna go very well. No idea what that Mayhan is doing. If that Leander wants to push up, that'll be pretty nice for me. Again, though, no aircraft carrier. It's really funny how that happens. Got some damage. I'm on the scoreboard. There is a lot of them directly up there. Mahan, please. Our dying need is for some spotting. What are you doing over there? Other than not doing your job.
Teammate, I need your support.
My guy, that is an island that you are running into. My only hope to get anything done this battle is going to be to kite. Super passive team, destroyers not doing their jobs. A friendly destroyer that did not understand how to live. Oh, there's a Colorado. Well, Algerie, get some damage, little buddy. I will do what I can to get spotting damage. And I can't see anything anymore. Like, I appreciate the spotting damage, but... You know what I would appreciate more is some help. Because I don't have the gun range for this. Well, I can see the Leander now. Oh, that's not the Leander, that's Uganda. My brain just assumed that was the Leander. Like, I don't understand what that Mahan is doing. He's not doing his class's job. That is... for darn sure. I don't get it. What does he think he's accomplishing? Well, there's my funny button. That should be a dead Algerie. I hope. Okay. That is indeed a dead Algerie. Show off. Ah, that's so not cool. I can't do anything from here. I don't have the gun range. And I'm about to basically just die to a destroyer. Yeah, I'm gonna launch those that way. Just in the vain hope that they might hit something. Can this cyclone close in a little faster, please? And I missed. How are we winning? Okay, well I know he's within 8 kilometers of me. He's over there. Gods, I wish I had a radar. Like, Hydro wouldn't help here. A radar would. Hydro would not. See, this is about what I expect from this ship. Hey, there's the destroyer. Found him. I don't have those torpedoes ready. Nah, he's too close. Oh, now our destroyers are kissing over here. Good. Like, what are you two doing? You're in a gunfight with a Polonaise. And now the Mayhan, I think, is about to die, mate. No, he just stopped in time. I just... Gods. How is this enemy team losing? My only assumption is our Minakaze and submarine are pretty decent. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Well, it's a new day. New? What's new? New. Okay. Stuff. Get holiday battleships bundle. Okay, that's probably how you get the tokens. Yeah, that doesn't... Okay. Unless there's, like, combat missions to earn them, which I kind of doubt. There's some Japanese New Year going on. Ah. Okay, there is ways of getting those tokens. That's a lot of the tokens. Okay, how many tokens is this? I didn't even hear about this. That is also super easy to do. Holy crap. So that'll already be completed. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600. 600 gets you how far? It's 250. Gets you to here. Ah. Gets you just to the Santa's gift. I mean, that's a port slot. 1 day of premium time. Yeah, okay. Given this thing was given away for free before, I would assume that they would have just done that again, but... This thing basically just being Julio Cesare, but moved up to tier 6 under the Russian name. Same armor as well. Like, this is just Julio Cesare, but up-tiered. You know, what they should have done with the ship in the first place. Yeah, let's see. What's that? Just credits. Okay. I always like poking that just to see if it's maybe something worth anything. Well, I kind of want to wait for that battle to finish so I can get right on with doing the next thing. Because just get one citadel is not difficult. It's going to be a lot of individual battles. It just occurred to me. It's like, that's one battle in of itself. That's one battle. 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 Or possibly more. That's another battle. This one could be annoying. But it can be done in co-op. And asymmetrics. I think. No, asymmetrics are not here. It's brawls. Can be done in ops. Then just play a battle. Oh, there's another set. Well, okay. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is 700 more from... That's 900. So you'll be 200 short. If there's always 50 tokens in these, this may not be bad, because that would be 3,000 doubloons for a tier 6 premium. That's not bad. I mean, that's basically what you're paying for the dockyard ship, but it's not bad. At least I think it's like 6,000. I might be it might be 3,000 per stage. I don't remember. Is it per stage? Oh, yeah, no, it's 3,000 per stage. So that's double what you're paying for this. It's what you're paying for the event pass, which has a tier 7 premium in it. And a lot of other stuff. Yeah, I can't say that's worth it. If there was enough of these tokens to get everything, then that would be neat. But, And there is always the chance you'll get, but that's getting into gambler's fallacy of, you know, maybe you'll get a hit. I prefer not to look at things through that lens. Man, that battle is still going. What would I even play to guarantee one citadel hit? I don't have anything that I can play that would guarantee a citadel hit, even in co-op. That's sad. We get all these. Let's pop them open. Climbing back up in coal again. Yeah, we're back up to 14,000. I don't know what my next coal ship is going to be. Because I kind of want more of the lower tier ones. So I might grab Duke York. I could also go for Bliskovica. Bliskovica would not be a bad ship to go for. Anshan wouldn't be bad. It would give me a Pan-Asian premium. And Anshan is a pretty nice little destroyer, so... Yeah, I might actually go Anshan, because I do kind of need a premium in that tree. I don't need one. It's just good practice to have a premium in tech trees that you're going for. That way you have something, if you need to, you can retrain a commander on. Can that battle end, please? Like, I get, it's still very much up in the air, but... Yeah, screw it. I'll just go for another battle. I don't want to sit here and wait. I am a little disappointed you can't get Novarisk for free. Especially because I'm pretty sure they've given it away for free before. Like, I don't know why they would suddenly want 3,000 doubloons for it. But, again, 3,000 doubloons for Novarisk. Would that be something... Because you gotta think. Like, here's how at least I gauge these. Currently, the Battle Pass is still active. We don't know what the next one is yet, or at least I don't. They might have announced it, and I just haven't seen it. But, the Swedish Leon is going to be a better ship. Julio Cesare is busted at tier 5. As a tier 6, it's pretty well balanced. So, would that be worth the same amount as a actually pretty nice battleship? That is the question at hand. I don't know. Top tier again. Wow, it's another app, like, double down tier. It's the same map again, but a different spawn. Wargaming. Is the map rotator broke? Have I played on this map, like, at least every time in this thing? And I really want the opposite side to this. I like this little island. We have a division of destroyers. 2 Fubukis. Oh. Okay. They have a failed division. So we have an extra destroyer. They have an extra battleship. So, okay. Oh, why am I yawning? I should not be yawning. I feel like the answer to that is I haven't been awake that long yet. This here will be a pretty solid spot for me to chill. I'd rather be closer because of the limited gun range, but... Also, again, no aircraft carrier. Okay, it's a Farragut. It's a pretty far gut. I don't know how I feel about that. He's going down the middle. Our Grem got itself spotted. I am not within range to do anything. Wow, and another Cyclone. Those are supposed to be rare. I can't really do anything here. I don't have the gun range. Oh, little buddy, you did not really want to go that way. If it was a Mahan, I would assume it was the same one from before. He is gonna die before I get back there to shoot at him. Maybe. I shouldn't just assume that. I need to try to take up a better position anyway, so... Did literally nobody go to that... Why are you all here? Okay, well, I'm going to be doing my best to get over to support that flank, I guess. There's the Atlanta. Pretty sure I'm in his radar range. No, 8-5. I'm not quite. Well, there goes the Podvosky. So that's both their destroyers dead, so... Our destroyers basically have free reign now. Oh man, a whole 900 damage. Man, a whole 900 more damage. How far do these go again? 8. Okay. The Mackinson is dead. There's no question about that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the Liz is also dead. So it's just the Lugdunum. The Swedish Leon. The French Swede. I am almost not able to shoot over this island. And now, yeah. Okay. Let's see what I can do over here then. The team is completely stalled out on the other flank. That would be their extra battleship. Here comes Cyclone. That's gonna be really scary. Though, I think... no. No, I'm a tier 7 cruiser. I don't have the armor to even bounce 330s. Someone just died. Somebody's not happy with me. They are both not happy with me. My guys, I'm just a little boy. Why are you trying to shoot me? I have nothing but AP. I am far from the biggest threat. I've put so many shots into this Koenig and have dealt like 5,000 damage. And now I can't see shit. And it's about to get even worse. If I could catch that Furitaka, that would be a fair fight. I'm just going to try and swing up around into the alcove. I'm not going to go chasing the battleships. That would be foolish. I can barely scratch them to begin with, so... it would be foolish of me to chase them. I was kind of hoping I could get over that. Ah, there's the Furitaka. Okay. You know what? This gives me an opportunity. This gives me the opportunity to use this. Did not want to see you turn in. Ow. Well, there's a Citadel. I think that's 4 of them. Okay. Popping this. I want my consumables back. It's not exactly an ideal situation I'm in, but it's not a bad one either. These are pretty slow, right? Yeah, 61 knots. Ah, that's a problem. What could that be? Probably the Atlanta.
Do not let the enemy take the base.
No, I think 280s. No, it's the Fuso. Well, okay then. Yeah, I can't bounce either of them. And that's a problem. Okay, Koenig is not fast. It's also a problem. And yeah, the Marblehead went exactly the way I thought it was going to, with trying to fight a Fuso. The York is probably about to join it at the bottom of the ocean. I'm just trying to pull wide. Okay. The French Swede is not far from me. The Fubuki has a lot of faith. Where did the Koenig go?
Much obliged, Commander.
How How did he get... No, that's the New Mexico. Okay. I see his plane. The enemy division is generally offensive. You know, Liz, I could really use some support over here. We are seriously going to lose to that Fuso having just drove into the cap, aren't we? That's going to be the death of us. Why am I not surprised? I should fire off this heal. Okay. Atlanta dealt with.
Ship is on fire.
The Cyclone is passing. That is frightening. Okay, well there's him. Okay, there's the Koenig. Can I even do anything to a Koenig? I can't pen his upper belt. Yeah, I'm screwed here. Ow.
Main turret critically.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't do that. But you know how to load the AP, so that makes you much more threatening. Okay, the Koenig also knows how to load the AP. Man, it'd be really cool if I had my heal back already. That would be great. I hate Overmatch so freaking much. I know I've made this comment before, but I dare somebody to explain to me how that was fair. Like, how is it fair that my properly angled ship just got annihilated through my angled armor because his guns were bigger than 14.3 times more than my armor? Like, it's just simply not. There is no real defense of Overmatch. It's just an unfair mechanic that really should be dealt with. We don't need it. It's not needed. It can go away. Yay, a collection that I also cannot collect. What is the reward for this one? A Santa's big gift container. Oh, man. I might actually start just buying some of those containers just to fill out collections. Like, for all the hate aircraft carriers get, because, oh, you can't fight back against them. You can still really ruin that carrier's day by shooting down his planes. you can still reduce the incoming damage by shooting down his planes. If nothing else, you can reduce the effectiveness of the second strike. But here's the thing. You really can't just reduce the damage from Overmatch. None of the armor on this ship is capable of bouncing, except the Citadel itself. Or the auxiliary room plating, which, wouldn't you know it, offers a great little catch for the shells to bite into. And also, there is basically no armor above. There is no angling this ship. Your best bet for bouncing shells is to bounce things off your turrets. Like, it's just... I think this 19mm section, I think the 19mm would bounce 305s. But not 330s. So let me see. 19 times 14.3. Nope. Won't bounce either of them. It's 271. So that won't even bounce a graph speed. Like, I feel like this is going to be the thing I will champion the most this year on something that this game needs to look into changing. Is Overmatch. How was that a win, also? It just occurred to me this was a win. How? How did we win? The Minakaze. Okay. The Minakaze is how we won. Oh, hey, I completed a campaign thing. Yay. The easiest one to recomplete would be that one. Though, just 14 times being in the top 5 is not that difficult either. Getting damage is easier. And I'm gonna need 4 more stars. You know, I'll queue this one up and then I'll redo this one after this one completes. Seems the most reasonable. Got another decoration over here. There it is. I really hate how it just doesn't stop saying new. Wrong thing, I think. What was I doing? No, that is the right thing. I was gonna pop over here and pop this open. Yeah! Piece of the Epoch collection. Do you know what? Well, we're here. Let's see. I do kind of feel like I should save my coal for, like, this. Because getting a legendary commander is always nice. Or just saving for a commander in general. Because there's legendary ones of most nations. And it wouldn't be a bad thing to pick one up. I'm not actually all that far off of picking them up. Trying to think of, like, which ones would actually be worth getting? Because not all of them even have bonused skills. Some of them do. The Dutch ones tell you exactly what the Dutch want to be doing. Oh boy, the M rating. Quite literally, the M rating. I know Luchins is really nice. I've not really heard anyone really going that gaga over Cunningham. Witherer, I'm almost never going to be getting that. I'm not really going to be causing 4 floods. Destroying 2 enemy ships is theoretically possible, though. That's a lot of coal away, though. That's like I mean, that's a tier 9 premium right there. I don't know if he's worth that. Jersey Swerskis. Definitely worth it. Especially because he has Enhanced Adrenaline Rush. Enhanced Adrenaline Rush is always nice to have. Philippe isn't bad, but eh. Kuznetsov, everyone goes on about how, I think it's Will for Victory? Yeah, the Will for Victory is so broken. It's like, okay, how? Well, it's a heal and it puts out fires and all this stuff. It's like, okay. But he has to be at 10% health for this to occur. And it's not like that enhanced dispersion of shells being fired at you is that hard to work around as long as you're not in a battleship. Most other ships can still pretty reliably put damage into the Russian ship that's now healing. And it's not even all that great of a heal. That's a little over half of a standard heal for, I think it's 10 seconds. Like, it's not great. This is nice, especially for the Russian battleships, but I just don't see Kuznetsov's brokenness. Like, he just doesn't strike me as all that powerful. But I was going to pick up some of those containers, so let's actually see. What collections? Got 2 shipbuilding, 2 North Cape, 2 that, 3 of that. I could go for the Belle Epoque, or Epoque, whatever that would be. Pick up a few of those. This is a bunch of the premium camos. I don't know if I'll actually use any of them. So I'm not doing French cruisers, not doing German destroyers, not doing American heavies, not doing Russian destroyer. Yeah, I'm not doing any of those, so. And that'll be a camo for Duke of York. This is a Santa's big gift. Let's do shipbuilding. Containers, containers. Shipbuilding. Let's get 14 of them, because we can. It's not going to get us there by any means, but gets us a lot closer. Hey, we got a day premium time out of that. We have 1 token. We're more than 1 away on all these others, so. But hey, premium time's premium time. Let's see. I almost don't want to play this thing again, just because I'm worried it's going to give me that map again. But I also kind of want to get through Bolognese, just to maybe hope that this thing's better. It's not gonna be. I don't know why I'm hoping that. I'm gonna have the same range problem. My DPM's even gonna go down. But I'll get a radar. Maybe. Maybe the radar will make the difference. It's not going to. I know it's not. But maybe it will. Maybe the radar is just... Maybe that 9-kilometer radar is all this line is missing. They need to add 3 more kilometers to it for me to even remotely consider it a good radar on this line. This line specifically. This line did not need 9-kilometer radars. It needed at least 10, preferably 12s, given how much it gives up. Like... I still don't understand Wargaming's logic here. It just doesn't make sense that they're like, yeah, let's make a light cruiser line, which right there had me going, ooh, light cruisers? All right. This was after the Pan-Asian ones, so, you know, these were proper light cruisers. They have 150s the whole way. It's actual light cruisers. They have high explosive. Cool. +1. You're getting there, Wargaming. They have a funny button. Okay, what's this funny button? Oh yeah, it makes the high explosive pen more, so you don't need to run IFHE on them. All right, I'm listening, Wargaming. That's pretty cool. Slower than normal reload? I'll take that. That's fair for the funny button. And then through testing, they were like, yeah, this gimmick's too strong for these. But let's not buff the ships. We'll just remove the gimmick and give them longer cooldowns. So we'll nerf the ships by giving them longer cooldowns on everything. And then we'll give them a funny button that makes those cooldowns only slightly better than normal cooldowns in the grand scheme of things. If they can manage to actually charge up the funny button in the first place, because it degrades so quickly, and Jesus. It's getting full games all the time, and now it's just suddenly not a full game. And still no carrier. First game's nothing but carriers. Now, carriers are nowhere to be found. Hey, I'm seeing some celebration.
Action stations. Let's give them a hard
Yeah,
time.
they literally just ripped apart what this line was and then gave us this, and I don't understand this line's point. And the more I play them, the less I understand why they exist. They just don't make sense. Like, if they still had high explosive, at least, I could kinda get behind them. Because the slower than normal reload would make sense, because they have high explosive in these guns, which Wargaming likes heavily nerfing down anything that fires high explosive. It's fair. People don't like being set on fire for some reason. I mean, I think it's pretty toasty, but what do I know? I'm gonna come down here and help the Budgioni.
Get back!
Because as long as he's alive, he can help me take care of the destroyer if we can find it. And I can definitely help him against cruisers. As long as their battleship is not down here. Because I can't bounce him. We've established this. 330s overmatch this ship absolutely everywhere. For those who don't know what overmatch means, basically means his guns ignore my armor literally everywhere. Real fun mechanic, that. I really want to go up that side. Because that's where the destroyer is definitely not going to be expecting there to be somebody. But the Budgioni's got that covered.
Torpedoes.
Okay, those are fast. Those are fast, and 3s, it's a Kalmar. Okay, there is a New Orleans here as well.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Hey there, buddy boy. Of all the times to not have Hydro. Okay, the destroyer's on this side. Like, it's over here. Funny thing is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we can overmatch each other's bows. I don't think he realizes that. Hey, Kalmar. Yeah, I think I'm dead here. Because as much as I can overmatch his bow, he can overmatch mine. And if I can overmatch his, then that means the New Orleans can definitely do it too. Is he just gonna go for the ram? No, he's going for torpedoes. Okay. Yeah. If only I had high explosive, I might have been able to break his torpedo tubes. Bad lawn. It's all I can do. It's all I can do in this world. It's just continue to suffer. Also, for those who may not have seen this series and are wondering why I'm even playing these cruisers if I don't like them, basically, upon starting this series, I wanted to play through tech trees that, basically, I'd never played through before on my main account. And that, generally, most people just would not play, because the idea that for this series was to basically feel out the new player experience as an experienced player. Tier 9 game. It's about time. And within, like, a couple episodes, I was starting down the Japanese light cruisers, because I've never played those. And I was like, you know what? Could be fun. I do like me some Japanese light cruisers. I like Mogami. Mogami's pretty cool. A little ways in, I was like, you know what? This is boring. Pan American light cruisers. And then, as if to encourage it, my new player, tier 2 to 4 container, had a tier 2 Pan American light cruiser with a 10-point commander in it. As if the game is going, yes, you are to play the Pan American light cruisers. Though it might have been trying to tell me to play the Pan American battleships. But I'm going light cruisers because I have a battleship line. It's the French battleship line, because I have played it before, but most of it is painful, so I went with it. I have purposefully avoided anything German, because basically everybody grabs a German tech line of, at least one of them. And I wanted to just not do that, because it's a popular tech tree. It routinely gets buffs and tweaks and new lines added. Same with the American ships, even the Japanese ships. So, like, it was part of my reason for going with the Pan American lights, even though the Japanese light cruisers are very bad. Funnily enough, they actually announced one of Mogami's sister ships being added as a premium. That will basically be a better high explosive spammer than Zhao and Yodo and all of them, really. 15 155s with a 9-point-something second reload at tier 9. Yeah, that's going to well outperform all of the other Japanese cruisers. And I want it. Mogami's one of my favorite ships. Yeah, I didn't want to play a tech tree that is curated to be good. Or at least playable. Like, you won't really find an outright horrendous ship in, say, the American tech line. You'll find some that are mediocre. Not very great, but they're not unplayably bad. Because that is one of the oldest tech trees in the game in general. I missed again. These shells are so hard to aim at long range. Ah, there's a Riga. Good old asymmetric spawns. I can't quite reach the Ipiranga. But it's turning in. Game, you lied to me. The game said I could get over this island. I cannot quite get over this island. Can now. And now he's undetected. Because the Z-46 has laid smoke. And then probably got radar. No, if he's radared, I would be radared. There's the radar. Yeah, that's a radar cruiser. Reversing ain't gonna help you. Oh, it's a Jaeger over here. I'm in danger. That may look like a World War I vintage design, but it's because it is. But it sure doesn't play like one. Okay, the Riga is reversing. Z-46, please don't throw yourself away to try to get that reload buff. You're not gonna make it. Yeah. I need to leave. Enemy team destroyers are better than this team's destroyers. We lose. I'm just gonna get damage. Hey! I predicted the Riga pretty well. There is a Freddy right there, but I'm hoping no armor is best armor in this case. I can't really do much to a Riga. Does he know I have that torpedo angle is the question. I don't think he does. Or maybe he does. Ah, I should have widespreaded that. Still got him with one, though. I know that's early, I just want to get it running. Yeah, see, the problem is his guns are better than mine. And he had friends, and I did not. Man. Hey, Minsk, that's not what you need to be doing. Well, it should be a decent payout at least, because that was almost entirely damage against ships higher tier than me. I don't think I shot as... Well, no, I shot at a tier 7. I just didn't land anything on the tier 7. Yeah, the losses had to come eventually. I think I'm at a point where I need to set fires. Right? No, just receive potential damage. Oh boy, do I think I just did that. Hey, super container. What we got? Economic bonuses. I will gladly take those. Okay, what is next? Because that's almost certainly... Okay, the final thing of this is a more coal container. Nah. I need to destroy something. Then it's set 5 fires. A thing that I literally cannot do with this cruiser. Well, in theory I could. In theory. In practice, it's something I cannot do with that cruiser. Let's see. Realistically, I should just wait and then do the destroyed ribbon in co-op. That'll be a lot easier. Like, it's just how you get a destroyed ribbon, is you just do it in co-op. What are the tutorial things I haven't done yet? I haven't joined a clan and I haven't won a ranked battle. I don't feel like joining a clan. I'm quite happy clanless. I do need some coffee. So I'm gonna go grab coffee really quick while I wait for that battle to end. And if it ends before I get back, I'll just hop into a co-op with Bolognese to get the destroyed ribbon. If it doesn't, I'll take Normandy into a randoms. So, be back in a minute. And of course a bot shows up while I'm gone. My mic is unmuted. Okay. Let me, banned. Let me get my YouTube chat. Let's, remove that. There we go. Now, has that battle ended? Yes, it has. Man, wait, was that battle? I thought I would have got more out of that, given, like, most of my damage, well, all of my damage was to ships higher than me, and most of it was to a Riga. And I have premium time. I'm only running the booster, but oh boy, I got that, so. Let's just hop into a co-op to get the destroyed ribbon. Which I now do have 100 of those tokens, or is it 150 I have already? I have 200 already. 50 more and I can grab the port slot. Let's grab this destroyed ribbon. Gotta say, the EU server's pretty dead this time of night. I mean, it makes sense. It's like middle of the night. But like, the NA server is never feeling this empty. Okay. There is only 2 actual players here. I should be a little careful. Be really embarrassing to lose a co-op, so. As much as I could handily put it in the lap of my teammates, should I just throw my ship away. It would still be technically my fault if I threw my ship away, just to get a kill ribbon, so. Okay. I probably should have just grabbed the tier 5. Probably would have been the easiest to just get a kill ribbon in. Man, you would think with all this fog that, like, detectability would be a lot lower. Like, we're gonna be able to pinpoint, identify a ship, when I wouldn't even be able to identify that there's a lighthouse there, you know? No, I mean, that's because the lighthouse isn't running. If it was running, you'd be able to see it no problem. But... okay, I'm about to get spotted. And it'll be from right there. Oh, there's Surrey. Little Shiratsu. The fact I'm bouncing off a Shiratsu is just sad. Well, there's my destroyed ribbon. Let's get turned, so I don't need to worry about torpedoes. Turned again. Sorry, dodged my torpedoes. That was pretty rude. He wasn't supposed to do that. I did not dodge his. I was supposed to do that. I don't know if I'm at the point where I can use a heal and actually get value out of it. It's really hard to tell with these. I mean, that would be about 8,000 health back. That looks to be about 8,000. Screw it. It's co-op. It doesn't matter. I just want to use the funny button, man. I actually get a chance to use it in co-op. Almost makes me think Wargaming tests these lines in co-op and nothing else. Because, man, in co-op, you can actually use this funny button multiple times per battle. It's really nice. You don't need a unicorn moment to actually get use out of it. And boy, am I glad Colorado has a lot of superstructure. I mean, the Jervis is going to kill it, but... yeah, there goes my progress. Literally, all I had to do was miss a single salvo. Where's the Shores? He's dead. How did you die, good sir? Yeah, well... there goes my eyes. There's a bot sign up behind me. Yeah, these are standard spreads of torpedoes. There's the sign-op doing what it does best. Well, in a bot's hands anyway, of miss. His guns are not pointed this way, and those are French guns. They're going to take a hot minute to turn. Unless he just turns the whole ship. Which does appear to be what he's doing. Those should hit. Okay, there's that taken care of. Now Cap B.
Problem solved, sir.
Man, just a few days ago, I was getting some hate for a comment I didn't think would get hate. I was basically just mentioning of how I would like co-op to be harder. Or at least there to be an option for it to be harder. Because, like... it's just not hard. And, like, I wasn't even... like, I was in agreement with this guy that, sure, you know, he can have the changes he wants. I just want an option that makes co-op harder. Like, give us both. There's no reason not to. And literally there's people like, but then if the bots are harder, then people who want to get away from the sweaty tryhards and just relax and have fun wouldn't have somewhere to be. It's like, that's why I said to have it as an option. Not have the harder bots be mandatory. Heck, just put them in operations or something. It almost feels like no matter where I go with the Warships community, I will end up arguing with somebody, whether I want to or not. Like... because it sure was not my intention to argue.
Enemy cruisers sunk.
And I really didn't. I just basically didn't reply. It was like, I don't get it. How is this controversial? I'm literally saying, yeah, let's give you what you want. Let's me get what I want, and we can both have what we want. We can both be happy. There was someone else trying to argue that, oh, well, players would quit the game if the bots got hard. And it's like, I mean, if they're gonna quit the game because the bots can defend themselves, then what were they even doing here in the first place? Like, maybe that's just the kind of competitive gamer in me, but like, I can't imagine playing a game with no challenge, you know? I'm almost tempted to just stay broadside because no armor, best armor. Oh, it's not even paying attention to me. Okay. I mean, that works too.
Ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
But like, as I don't, co-op can be fun from time to time, but like, I just don't see the, I don't see the enjoyment in just playing co-ops, you know? It's really not hard. But then I need to remind myself that the average co-op player is probably not very good at the game, and I kind of am. So it's like, I have to try and put myself in their shoes a little bit. Which isn't easy. I've got some pretty big feet, but I do try. Which is why I was like, yeah, let's, because like what they wanted was basically the bots to actually follow the game's rules. Bots will not follow the game's rules. Any fires? Devonshire is pretty good for fires. I feel like I should just free XP and then buy this haul. Yeah. It's only 1,000 free XP. And I can make back some of that silver by just immediately selling the old hull. There we go. Yeah, I do have equipment on this thing. Yeah, 19% fire chance. Azuma would also work, but I was playing Azuma earlier, so I'll play Devonshire now. The British heavy cruisers are also not exactly the most enjoyable experiences in this game. Apparently, the tier 10 is at least pretty good. I wouldn't know, I've never gotten that far. I tend to get... On my main account, I got stalled out on the tier 7. So, I've never gotten past the tier 7 in this line. Even though initially, because I like me some cruisers, when they were announced, I was excited. When they got added to the tech tree, I was just excited. I was part of the early access of, what is this matchmaking? I'm in danger! This is a case of AB. I'm in danger. Both of those overmatch me everywhere. I mean, both of my teams overmatch the Kajuken everywhere, too. But... Let's call it the Kajuken. Kajuduin? I don't know. That sounds too French. I don't know who this general is, but he can have my quarters if I don't have matches like this again. What is up with the EU server at this time of day? Like, jeez. Do I have to play, like, higher tier just to find players? So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to. I don't think I'm getting my 5 fires. Just gonna go out on a limb on that one. I don't think it's gonna happen. Not this battle, at least. Where are all the players? Can I see the players on server in battle? No, I can't. I'm understanding where the game is dying players are. They must be EU players that play at like 4 in the morning. Because that's roughly what it would be for most of the EU right now, I'm pretty sure.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Well, there's the Renown. What is his detect 10 for? Mine is slightly better than his. He has airstrikes, though. And I believe much more gun range than I do. Potentially. I think we actually have about the same gun range. But he has like 10-kilometer airstrikes, something like that. Yeah. Okay, both of them are here. These are 8s. You know what? I'm going to actually just chuck those right over there. Did I seriously just get 3 non-pens on a Renown? I know I need fires, but... There's a fire. Those torpedoes are actually looking pretty good. Oh yeah, those torpedoes are looking good. Ow. Please do not look at me, Renown. I'm busy. The Renown is indeed looking at me. I said, don't do that, I'm busy. Dumb ship, do you want to... Ow. Okay. He just fired. I just fired. So you know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm just not gonna... Oh, he reloaded faster than I thought he would. Ow. Ow. You know, big boys, I've done my part. I have, I've done my duty. I've completed my tour. I'm going home. I'll, you boys have fun with that. How am I stuck? Game, please. Please. There is nothing here. Game, please. There is nothing here. That Ismail's a bit spooky. But, you know what? I'm just gonna get the points advantage going. Or at least extend our points advantage. The Ismail is now outside of my detection range, so I can now just turn directly towards C. I'm just gonna cap the points. I've done my part. I've done 45,000 damage. That's definitely more than my part. So, you know. They're throwing airstrikes at each other. How cute. That doesn't work. These don't damage regular ships. They only damage submarines. And I get this doesn't tell you that, but they just say they can hit enemy submarines, but yeah. You boys have fun. Oh, I don't think the Fuso knew the Renown had torpedoes. He does now. I'll be over here, thanks. I just want to get enough points ahead that if those two die, that I don't have to actually try to fight a Renown and an Ismail in a Devonshire. I mean, I'd love to get my 5 fires, but there is not enough players in this battle. So I'll just take the caps, thanks. I'll just be over here. I don't need to win harder. They're running away from the caps as well, so I might... Okay. Here's what I'm going to try and do. I am going to turn around and head back along the north, and I'm going to see if I can also cap A. This is a horrible idea. I should not be doing this. But I'll have the time to decide whether I want to turn away on the way back. I don't even go 33 knots. So, I'll have the time to make decisions. Because, yeah, they've turned around now. I think they realized that they kind of have to make a play here. Or else they're going to lose just on points. Yeah, well, there goes the Renown. Ismail's probably going to be next. But I'm still going to play it safe. I don't need to push in. I'm not going to. This is how you win games. I'm guessing that Fuso player is a German. That very much seems like a German name. He's dead now. Just don't want to get like an AFK timer either. You know what, I'm just going to just make sure I don't get an AFK timer. Because that would suck if the game was like, ah, no, you didn't do enough. Even though I've been actively pressing buttons. I know their system's automated, which is why I don't trust it. But Dunkirk versus Ismail. If all he has to do is just ram him. Like, ram and we win. And you get 30,000 damage. Now's the point where I believe the Dunkirk is realizing that he's overmatched, but... You got this, little buddy. It's gonna cause a landslide, don't worry about it. There's no city there anyway. I thought there was. That's a shame. Is he actually gonna go for the ram? Yeah, he is. Bam. Didn't get what I needed, but it works out. I was top of the team. That poor Dutchie. Like, he just wandered right into those torpedoes. Okay, how many... Oh. Well, that explains a lot. What is up with the EU? I have never seen the NA server with that few players on it. Ever. Let's see. That's Shinonome. What was the reward for this again? Right, just a week of premium time. Let's start working towards Yamamoto. Well, Nah, I feel like this guy will be better to work towards. Let's see. Well, I could in theory do that. Wait, no, that's tier 9, 10, super. Are all of these high tier stuff? Oh yeah, they are. I guess I'm not working towards him. I mean, I've got an American tier 8 battleship, but... I don't have any tier 8 cruisers yet. Or aircraft carriers, so... can I do anything in honorable service then? Nope, 8-10. It's only science and victory. Which, I mean, you do get some nice stuff from. So I should probably work through this, like... You definitely get some nice stuff. Yeah, I'll start working through this one. What's this one? 3 to 10, earn 2,000 base XP in a single game. Yeah, I might get that. It's entirely possible. Maybe not at this time of day, but... crap. So, I need to get fires, and I need to do it... I think I might have to do it in, like, operations. Well, no. Hold on. Co-op counted, right? Yeah, co-op counts. Five fires in co-op doesn't sound terribly difficult. Also, I think I can afford the first couple things in here now. I almost want to wait, because it's a day of premium time. Yeah, I feel like I should just wait. Because one day of premium time is more than good for now. So. Yeah, let's just try to get those fires in co-op. Co-op is just where missions become easy. I mean, co-op itself is easy, so it makes sense. Hey, found some players. You know, you guys should, like, swap to randoms. Oh boy, this map. At least it's just against bots, so... Still gonna head kind of southward. This is a map that people have given such bad tactical advice on so often. Like, the running thing is like, oh, well, both teams should use this little, like, safety channel in the middle here to, like, group up. No, you shouldn't. You should play the flank you spawned on. Because doing that, yeah, sure, your whole team will be combined, like, in the north or the south. And then your whole team will get outflanked and die in the north or south, wherever you end up going. The only time grouping up works on this map is if both teams do it. Like, I would really like to see this map reworked so that it's just the ranked spawns of, like, red team down there, blue team up here. Like, that would be better. I get the map wasn't exactly designed for that, but it's not a good map in the first place, so I don't really care. No fires. Oh hey, La Argentina. There's a fire. And because it's a bot, it damage controlled it, so... There's another fire. At least one. I actually can't tell behind the... Wow, I almost have all the fires I need, because I just lit it on fire in 3 places. Was kind of hoping that would give me the final fire. Final fire's on its stern. I incapped something. Incapped the torpedoes a second too late. Yeah, he has torpedoes, T-22. Well done. That is one thing I will never quite understand, is people not just automatically assuming something has torpedoes and acting accordingly. Like, there's no reason not to just assume something has torpedoes. That should be your default. If you want to get better at this game, that should be your default. Is it a ship? Assume it has torpedoes. Namely because every ship has at least one. It's called itself. So, you kind of really want to be careful of that, because every ship can at the very least ram you. Like, you should always be acting accordingly. Mostly because, like, if this Arizona were to ram me right now kind of thing, like, that would be quite the boost for the other team if this was randoms. Because that would be a basically dead ship taking out a full health heavy cruiser. Alright guys, I did my part. You baby boys clean up yours. Just a couple of them left for you. I am going to head towards where the carrier probably is, but... And... yeah, to the point. Arizona is going to basically be out of this for the rest of the game. Which also, I feel like I should ask in this case. Just in case someone's watching that's, say, an American that might care. Was Oklahoma really a ship that y'all wanted? This goes for any World of Warships player. And seeing Arizona reminded me of this, because even Arizona, at least in my mind, is kind of in that same boat. Like, I understand to the Americans that Arizona is a symbol of tragedy, basically. And that she is still, to this day, crying in Pearl Harbor as she leaks oil into the ocean. Because apparently floating her and fixing it is not in the books. Or on the cards, I should say. You know, not causing environmental damage. At this point, she's been down there so long, I think pulling her up would be environmental damage. But at the same time, like, you know. But, like, Oklahoma's only contribution to the war was being sunk at Pearl Harbor. That was the only notable thing Oklahoma ever did, was get sunk at Pearl Harbor. Who was asking for this? And like, I get she's a representative of the Nevada class. Why not just add Nevada then? Nevada did things. You know? Like, it just don't make sense why we have Oklahoma. Like, Nevada was spared, got refit, was a, you know, made into a proper battleship. What? I found a bug. Hold on. I need to make some screenshots here. I'm also gonna need to grab that replay. Because I think I just found a bug. Because I sure did not, get 2,000 base XP. So I do apologize about the lack of audio, but it's because the game does not keep audio going while I should make... Yeah, that's actually completed. That should not have completed, unless it completed for this one, but no, even that one wasn't 2,000 base XP, and I hadn't claimed the mission yet. Crap, where are replays saved? I need to make sure I don't lose that replay. File location. File location, give me the actual file location. Replays. That would be this one. Where am I gonna put that so I don't lose it? Now I need to find those again. I feel like I should just throw the bug report, like, right now. Wow, there's a lot of... discussion going on in that. Where... Bug reports. How to report a bug. Okay, I want to see how... Okay. New post. That would be stage 1, task 8. Bugged completion. I don't know what those would be. Okay, live server. There we go. I need to make sure I get this. Wait, no, that's 2000 XP. Thought that was base XP. I definitely earned 2000 XP. Okay, never mind. Okay. I thought I had found a bug. I had not found a bug. So I no longer need to create this post. That's what I get for stopping to read. This is why you should always reread before jumping straight to bug reports. It's still funny, though. So I guess I'm repeating that. Because that's like the easiest thing to do. I suppose getting 50,000 credits would also be pretty handy. This is probably the campaign that new players should actually do. The 5 Epochs campaign probably should be avoided at first. Because, like, the rewards from it are, like, containers for its collection. You know. That is really weird, though. There's a panda. I prefer the lucky cat. Gotta have the lucky cat. If I don't have a lucky cat, how am I gonna have a lucky year? Okay, what was next? Win a battle. I have hiccups. Okay, I could just co-op that again. I want to do more randoms, though. I also really want to, against my better judgment, just free XP into this, but I don't have the silver for it. I don't want to deal with Surrey. It's just Devonshire again, but with a slightly faster reload. I don't want that. At least this has a different gun layout. But I'll keep going. Okay, I almost want to pick up gun range. But if I do that, well, I won't be missing much of it, I suppose, but I'll still be missing some going up the tier, and that'll suck. So I'll just not pick it up. I do actually want to see while I'm here. Is there anything in here I've missed that actually gives anything? I don't think so. No. Unless the teaser here has... No. I am excited for these Dutch light cruisers. There's only... I think it's like a small tech tree of 3, if I remember right. But I am kind of excited for them on my main. Because I do like me some Dutch cruisers. And I do like me some light cruisers. And... because they're effectively German 128s on those, they may as well be 152mm guns. Don't know why they're not just giving them 152mm guns, but whatever. It's wargaming. They gotta be different. It's just what they do. I expect this at this point, but it's still a bit annoying that they are just allergic to giving us a proper new light cruiser line. I don't count the Pan American light cruisers as light cruisers. At least not proper light cruisers. given most of them are far closer to heavy cruisers in their damage output, so they're just heavy cruisers with small guns. Like, I am still waiting for the point that Wargaming gives us a new light cruiser line with a pliable DPM comparable to the Worcester line or the Minotaur line. Because obviously those ships are fine. If they weren't, they'd be getting nerfed. Or at least they should be getting nerfed. Or everything else should be being buffed up to their level. But they're not. So that indicates they're fine. So then why aren't we getting new lines that are actually comparable to them? Like, it'd be pretty neat. Not gonna lie, it would be pretty neat to have. We could have a new line of cruisers that actually function like light cruisers should. I would love that. Okay. Hey, an actual decent-sized battle. Oh god, and it's this map. It's either an Agincourt or a Veliki. I can't really tell because everyone's tier 5, so. Neither is good to see, but the Veliki would be preferred. Because the Veliki is more likely to let a fire burn. The thing I don't like seeing is the submarine down here. You know, I'm going to actually head up towards the islands. I'm not going anywhere fast, though. Or New York has not woken up. Come on, big boy. W key. And come on, little boy. Stay on the surface as long as you can. I understand you are outspotted, but... Oh, we're outspotted in both categories. Unless that person playing the Kalmar doesn't have, concealment. Veliki, okay.
I need intelligence data.
Wait. Oh, they have 2 destroyers. Okay, this is just over. Hey, got fire. And he immediately put it out. And then I didn't get another one. Thanks, buddy. Wow, they both smoked up. We found some War Thunder German mains. And then the Leander immediately left his smoke. I'm just gonna dump those that way. They might hit. They might not. The Veliki is a lot more likely to let a fire burn if it's a good player. He is letting that fire burn. Leander, you don't seem to realize I have a 2 key. You realize it now. Okay, let's get back over to the high explosive. Yeah, New York's gonna die. Their Agincore is just doing Agincore things. All of them are out of my gun range. Oh, the Leander's back.
We've spotted an enemy submarine.
I missed. Okay. Alba. I'll take this 1v1. I missed. Grouping up would not matter. We have lost. Fire off the heel. So this is the kind of matchmaking I really don't like. Because, like, this was basically a foregone conclusion before it even started. Just simply because the other team had more destroyers. And destroyers are what wins games. Yeah, I still got a minute before I can do anything to the Veliki, really. But hey, 5 fires again. See, it's not hard to get 5 fires in a Devonshire, or really any British cruiser. There's high caliber. There's no way I'm going to get up to the Congo in time. But I'm going to try. Hey there, little buddy. You know, I don't really care. The Agincore is for sure doing Agincore things. Hashtag just Agincore things. There's probably Kalmar torpedoes on the way for me as well. No, he isn't 10 kilometers from me. Okay. Agincore down. At least I'm not the only one with a kill. I missed. Yeah, and I depended upon eyes, which I don't have anymore. In any regard. Ah! Almost got the kill to end it. That was a foregone conclusion from the moment that battle started. Because, like, the enemy team had better eyes than we did. Like, even just as far as the destroyers go, like, it doesn't matter he was only second from the bottom. The fact that they had him was an advantage. Like, if it had been, you know, Icarus versus Farragut, yeah, that might have been fine. But instead, it was, I mean, this thing was a Kalmar, apparently. The Kotovsky. Like, that's... I really wish the matchmaker wouldn't allow for that kind of thing. Destroyers should be the one thing there is a hard... This can never be more than, you know... Fight a battle, completed in a single battle. Will do. Same as I will normal summon in attack position, as if you can normal summon in any other way. That is something for any Yu-Gi-Oh player. I do love it when, like, game objectives or, like, card text or whatever will just explain a mechanic of the game. Like, it just in detail tells you the mechanic of the game. I don't want to keep playing this ship, so I won't. Let's grab Normandy. Well, you know, actually, it's been a long-ass time since I've done this. Mostly because, like, I don't really have reason to anymore. Let's come play Fubuki. I mean, I've got Shima here, but let's come play Fubuki. Again, I don't really have reason to anymore, but... yeah, I'm good with this stuff. When you're having issues because your team's destroyers just aren't very good, become the destroyer. Then you can only blame yourself. Wonder how long this one's going to take. See, in video form, I would just be editing all of this out, but to do this as videos means I can't do other series, so... because YouTube doesn't like that very much. Plus, I wanted to stream more this year anyway, so this gives me a way of streaming. I can't guarantee this will be like a 3-time-a-week thing, but I've already streamed this for longer today than my entire week's worth of video duration would be. Like, this would basically, if I was doing this as a recording to, like, turn into videos, this would be it, like, if I were to actually upload everything, this would be, like, probably close to 4, 5, maybe even 6 videos. Which is also the problem with doing an MMO as a video series. When you're not, like, dedicating your entire channel to that and recording it daily and doing stuff like that. There's, like, you can't really bulk record it. Because, like, if I had bulk recorded, then I run into issues of, well, I have bulk recorded now, and new stuff has come out. Oh boy, I am exactly the same spotting as him. The Hatsuharu outspots me. The lightning outspots me. Our team has very much a spotting deficit. And both teams have a Yorktown.
a hard time.
I'll return the fair winds and following seas.
Thank you.
Okay, S189.
All stations.
Where you going, little buddy? You are bright. He is bright. Jeez. Gotta keep him behind the mini-map. I'm gonna turn in. I'll let him be on the flank out here.
All stations. Protect that.
I've heard this thing's apparently very team-oriented. Don't really see how. I mean, it's got a 9-kilometer range, I suppose, but like... 60-second sub-surveillance, that's pretty nice. Regular hydrophone.
Capture that area.
I kind of want to just drop some speculative torps. I mean, they reload more than fast enough. It's like barely more than a minute. So, it's not really an issue dropping the speculative torps, especially when they go 10. Like, they're not terribly fast. They might catch somebody. Oh, there's the salmon.
Fire on the designated target.
Would love to, but I have ship-based depth charges. So with him diving...
Acknowledged.
and not looking like he has much support. Let's see if I can catch myself a salmon.
Dead ahead. Torpedoes to starboard.
I mean, there is the Iparanga back there, but... Hey there, little buddy. How fast is he again? Fast. Why are you not coming up to the surface? You're gonna die anyway. You may as well hope you might survive.
Torpedoes direct front. Torpedoes to starboard.
Really? 10 hits and he's still alive. I can only hope these splash him again. No.
Engine boost deactivated.
At least he's dead. Ugh. Wargaming, this is why people don't like your submarines. That should be a dead submarine. I don't care if it was 10 splashes. That was the entire, basically, almost entire ordnance of Fubuki being dropped right on top of it. They were mostly only even splashes because the blast radius on these things is pathetic. We've lost a destroyer. Our North Carolina... I don't know if he was actually AFK or not. You guys can't see it, but somebody is calling somebody else a hacker. No, I don't need to do anything right now. Just need to be calm.
Ship is on fire.
Ow.
Problem solved, sir.
Okay. Hi, Amagi. Didn't know you were there. Yeah, this ain't gonna be a win. I just needed to play a battle, to be fair, but... that team was full of winners. This has been going on for like 3 hours. I kind of want to go until 1 in the morning. That was not good. What do I need for this mission again? I don't remember. I just need to win a battle, right? That's why winning a battle was in my head. Huh. Can't some of these earlier ones count? And 5 to 2. This was a co-op, I think. No, that would have been a random. I think. No, that was a co-op. That was a co-op after getting the premium time. And that was a randoms. That was a co-op. See, I'm quite positive on win rate today, but... you know, let's see if I can find some players. I don't really have that many blue credit boosters. So... anything for 3 points I want? No, not really. I want this. More healing. Yeah, let's see if I can actually find players without hopping back into Azuma. I can't believe there's under 3,000 people on the EU server right now. The NA server at around like 6, 7 in the morning, which is like our dead time, because, well, it's 6, 7 in the morning for me, is still like 4,000 to 5,000 players online. It's like, I don't get it. Where are the EU players? Where have you gone? That's really making me think most of the EU player base is kids. Well, not exactly kids, but like people going to school. I more or less refer to anyone younger than me as a kid, though, so that's like 27 and younger. But like it really makes me feel like it's people going to school that actually like need to be asleep at night. Yep, enemy team has more destroyers. I have not successfully found the players, but 2 carriers should make up for that. Should. The fact everyone's a big group right here in the middle is a little saddening. Okay, Harlem and Storedar Division, Kansas Kaga. Okay. I'm gonna play this flank just because it makes the most sense to me. York, where are you going?
Enemy force detected.
I know I've mentioned this in videos, and I don't say this to sound to be mean or rude or anything, but like, what is it with EU players and being obsessed with trying to take the middle caps? Like, I'd heard that before playing on this server. But I was like, surely that's like outlier behavior. You rarely see it. And now I've played on this server for a while. No, that's just how y'all seem to be over here. And I don't get it. It just doesn't really make sense to me. That's a rock.
Enemy cruiser detected.
You can't sail through rocks.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
And I immediately slow down. I caught him with 1 shell. Our submarine dove. So we now no longer have eyes down here. The Ranger is over with the Kaga doing stuff. Good. See if I can maybe catch their sub. Nah. I get the feeling their submarine has gone, like, down there. But I cannot be sure of that.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
Why would you? I mean, I still can't see anything, but...
Torpedoes to port.
It's because I'm more or less at the mercy of the enemy team to have any sort of vision, but...
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
I'm going to test my theory. I'm going to drop those right there. I was right. Just had the exact spot a bit wrong. Boy.
Ship is on fire. All brakes. Taking on water quickly.
And I missed. Of course I did. We've lost our only destroyer. You know how I said I was thinking I might go until like 1 in the morning? I think I'm done after this battle.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
I need intelligence data. Provide anti-aircraft.
I didn't mean to hit that one, but it works. I need to be able to see things. Like, it would also be nice if this submarine would just go away. I don't know where you are, little guy. Just, oh, you're way the... Go away.
Main turret critically damaged. Awaiting instructions. Our team has taken the lead. Torpedoes to starboard.
Yeah, here I go. Yep. I assure you, voiceover man, the problem has not been solved. I am literally out of healable health.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
And I'm dead. Ah, now the Kaga comes to spot things. Love losing all of my health because simply the submarine didn't want to spot. The carriers were too busy doing whatever they were doing to spot. And the enemy submarine was spotting. Imagine that. Novel concept, I know. This is very much one of those cases of if this team wins, it's because the enemy team was somehow worse than they were. Not that they're actually good. Like, the sub is still refusing to do anything productive. Oh man, they finally found the other submarine. Well done, buddy. It's been a long-ass time. You should have known where he was. Like... But nah. Yeah, it's safe to say I'm done for the night. May as well queue up one of these. Well, that's stupid easy. That's actually shockingly difficult. Arsonist is something I don't even think I've gotten yet. You need to set an enemy ship on fire and destroy it and deal 40% of its base HP in fire damage. That is not the easiest thing to accomplish. Things tend to die before that happens. This one's easier. Witherer. Still not exactly easy, because things tend to die before you build up that much fire damage. But yeah, that's definitely going to be it for this one. I do thank y'all for coming out and watching. I hope you enjoyed this. As a reminder, this is basically where my Warship series has gone. This is my EU account. This is what I used to do in videos, but live. Which does mean you get to see when I get very angry and wouldn't actually upload. Like, I wouldn't bother with that last bit, because a bit too angry. I don't feel I can be blamed. Not having eyes sucks. It's why I really wish, and I know there would be so much kickback and pushback on this. Every single ship should have, at minimum, an 8-kilometer radar and submarine surveillance at the same range. Every ship. All of them. Absolutely all of them. I'm counting submarines on that too. They get it too. They just have to be on the surface to use it. Like, minus the sub-surveillance, they already have that. They would just get the range boost. Because it's so frustrating to just be so reliant on your teammates for spotting. And spotting is the most important thing, and people forget that so often. And it's why in that Fubuki game I wasn't smoking up, because I was pretty confident I was the one spotting things. If I had smoked up, well, my team's blind now. You know, like... Nothing went undetected when I died, but that's because things had actually moved up to spot things otherwise. Wow, that's a big jump of viewers on Twitch. As I'm ranting and thinking of ending things soon. Whoop. And like, I know right now it's an emotional response, but like, Jesus Christ. It wouldn't be so bad if the matchmaker had hard rules around destroyers, and destroyers were more balanced with each other. Because I know this is an extreme example, but it's one that I've experienced plenty playing my Kavarosk on my main account. Where you're playing Kavarosk, you're your team's only destroyer. The enemy team has a Shimakaze. You lose. You're not running down a Shima. He's got almost, was it 5.5 kilometers that he can spot you before you can even hope to spot him. You will be dead before you can find him. There is no balance in destroyers. At least not anymore. There used to be. Oh, there used to be. You know, Shima to Gearing. Like, Shima base concealment 6.9. You get Gearing 7.3. That's not a big difference. The ships are similar in speed. Gearing is slower, but has a better smoke. Then you get Z52, which... larger detection, sure, but comes with a 6-kilometer hydro. It will spot you if you've spotted it. You get to Daring. Once again, kind of bad concealment, but has really usable smokes. That 7.4 isn't exactly the worst, but it can still kind of compete. And then you start getting into things like Kleber, with a 9.6. Really fast, but also very much encouraged to run full gun build. Not really care about concealment. A Kleber's survival is its speed, its movement. It being sneaky isn't exactly its primary purpose. It can do it. A lot of Kleber captains will run Concealment Expert or Concealment Upgrade, usually just Concealment Expert on the commander, so that they can come in here and run Steering Gear Mod 2, because their maneuverability is their life. A Kleber against a Shima, 9 times out of 10, if those players are equally skilled, the Shima just wins. Kleber isn't exactly a destroyer either. She's a destroyer leader. We really need more classes in this game, is what I'm getting at. Like, we really need, especially at this point, to split destroyer leaders and destroyers into 2 separate matchmaking spreads. Or, like, separate matchmaking slots. They can still both take up destroyer, but a destroyer leader should not be, unless a soft rule is broken, should not be matched against a stealthy destroyer. They just shouldn't. That's not even remotely balanced. I would apply that to battle cruisers too. These should also have their own matchmaking subtype. A battle cruiser is not a cruiser. They play differently. Battle cruisers tend to counter cruisers. So guaranteeing a cruiser against a battle cruiser is just going, yeah, here's the thing you counter. Like, and that also applies to battle cruisers in the battleship role. Like, these should be their own subcategory and should be emphasized to play against, be matched against another battle cruiser. I would want that to be soft rules, because otherwise matchmaking would take absolutely forever in something like an Elbing, or a Kleber, or a Kavarosk, or a Delny, or a Schlieffen, or a Bress, or, But there really needs to be more done. Because, like, it's just, there's such an imbalance in destroyers. Like, a Gdansk versus a Holland. Sure, the Gdansk has a radar. Lasts 10 seconds. It's not long enough for it to kill the Holland. It might help it find the Holland, but if that's its only hope of finding the Holland, it may as well give up its hope. Mainly just down to, while there is a speed difference there, it's really not that big. Like, there is so much on, like, how ships are matched in this game that really needs a look at. And I'm not even, like, remove player skill from the equation. Assume everyone is equal skill. And that's where these issues come in. Because, like, yeah, sure. I have multiple times in my Kavarosk found and killed a Shima. That Shima was definitively a worse player than I was. That's how I found him. Like, once you factor player skill into things, a super skilled player could probably kill a tier 10 with a tier 1. That doesn't mean tier 1s should be fighting tier 10s. It's... You have to assume everyone is equal skill when making balance decisions. Which is where I really don't understand a lot of the balance around destroyers. Even a lot of the balance around battleships. And I'd even go as far as to add the soft rule for hybrid battleships. There's nowhere near enough of them for it to be a soft rule that actually is encountered often. But, there we go. Defeat. Just like I thought it would be. I kind of wanted to complete that mission. Freaking submarine, man. I want to complete the win a battle missions, so let's just... What's a ship I've been playing today? I'm too frustrated to even do that now. Just gonna end things off. So I keep this going, I'm just gonna keep ranting. I need to just end things off. So, with that, thank you all for watching. If you like this kind of thing, though maybe not the ranting, I do have a YouTube channel if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, congrats, you're already here. Welcome. It's a rather nice place. I'm not usually this ranty and angry. I'm probably gonna go eat something, calm down, and then record some Animal Crossing, because that is my daily series. It is what you'll find me doing every day of the week for the whole year. I'm not gonna miss a day. I didn't miss a day last year, even though I got sick, got dumped. Like, I didn't miss a day. Kind of wish I would have missed a day here and there for my own mental health, but I made it. I'm fine. Totally fine. What are you talking about? Totally fine. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you will find Katamari Damacy Reroll, or the potential bonus episode or one-off video of something else until I'm done with Katamari Damacy Reroll, in which case I will probably move on to playing We Love Katamari, in preparation for Monster Hunter Wilds coming out in February. I just want some quick series done so I can still have videos going up, but not have something I feel bad ending abruptly. I will be streaming on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays. That is my rough days for streaming as it stands. Time is yet to be fully decided. I kind of like starting at around 9, 10. So that'll probably be around my normal start time, around 9, 10 Atlantic time. If you want to see what time it is for me right now, it's in the bottom right corner. It is 0:44, aka 12:44 in the morning. So that'll probably be roughly when I'll be starting streaming. And yeah. Thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully I see you in something else I do. See y'all next time.